If I've learned anything from this, it would all begun, and I will take away your breath, just to turn me on, yeah, you turn me on, down where the city meets the sea.
Hey people, what's up? This is gonna be my special Orlando DVD update, just cause when I was on vacation, we went to a few movie stops and picked up quite a good amount of movies, so I'm gonna go through it fast because I bought a shitload, and you know these videos can only be about 10 minutes long. So first movie I bought, and yeah, a lot of people said it sucked, and it's Starship Troopers 2, and you know, if this was not a Starship Trooper movie, it wouldn't be that bad, but this movie was like, it had like nothing to do with the first movie at all whatsoever, and I don't know, it just didn't feel like a Starship Trooper movie, but overall, it's a decent movie, not worth buying for sure. Next up is a old school movie that I used to have on VHS, and you know, it's a romantic comedy, and I do like a few of them, and this one I liked, and it's called 3 to Tango. I'm not gonna go into the story, but you know, if you've seen it, you know, yeah, I don't know, it's cool. I liked it. This is an old school one that I saw in the theater and I loved back in the day, and I watched it, and I still think it's pretty cool, and it's Mortal Kombat. Awesome video game movie, a lot better than the second one. Pick it up. Next one is also it's a gem. If you can find it, get it. And it's House Arrest, and I got this for like $3 at Movie Stop. Awesome movie, but the quality on this one sucks. It's ridiculous. Like it almost looks like worse than a VHS movie. But it was $3, and I really like this movie. And this kid's hair is awesome. Next up we have A Perfect Murder. And I actually saw this in the movie theater way back in the day when it came out, and I always thought it was cool in the theater. And I always meant to buy this movie. I remember it came out on VHS, and I was like, I'm gonna get that movie. And then I kept putting it off, and DVD came out, and I kept putting it off, and I saw it at Movie Stop for pretty cheap, for like $3, and I was like, you know what? It's about time I get it. So I got it. Cool ass movie. I think anything with Michael Douglas is pretty cool. So, and look, it's Viggo Mortensen, pre Lord of the Ring days, and lately he's been in a lot of movies that I've been watching, but either way, pick this up. Next up, okay guys, you know, try not to flame me for this one, but I never saw it, and it was like $2, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna watch it, and it's New York Minute, and you know what, to my surprise, I actually really liked it a lot. I thought it was a pretty funny movie. I thought the Olsen twins were pretty good in this movie, and you know what, I don't care if people think it's stupid. I actually like it. I think it's a nice hour-and-a-half family fun movie, and I actually thought the Olsens were pretty good in the movie. I don't care what anybody else thinks. I like it. Tough shit. Next up is a movie that I always wanted to see this movie, and I always said I'm gonna get it, but I always put it off, and it's Idle Hands. And I got this actually at the Virgin Megastore in downtown Disney for like $7, whatever. It's alright. I've seen better. I mean, it's a comedy horror movie, and it's alright. It's pretty good. It's watchable. But I don't know. I guess if I would have watched this when it came out, I probably would have liked it more. But I don't know. It's just, I mean, it was alright. It was pretty good. I'm not gonna say anything negative. But anyways, next one is for some reason I had this on VHS, and lately I've been really wanting to watch this movie. And I figured, you know what, I'm on vacation, I'm gonna get this movie, and actually it was quite hard to find this movie. A lot of places didn't have it, and I finally found it at a movie stop, and it's Daylight. And you know, it's your average Stallone movie. You know, he's stuck in there's like a disaster under a bridge, and like not really under a bridge, but like in a tunnel, and you know, he has to get all these people out. It's a cool movie. It's you know, straight up action movie. Good stuff. Viggo's in this movie, by the way. Viggo Mortensen from Perfect Murder / Lord of the Rings. But it's a cool movie. Pick it up. Next up is a cool, really cool old school horror movie from the 80s, and it's The Blob, and it's another one I picked up at the Virgin Megastore, and always loved this movie, had it on tape, and I figured it's about time to buy it on DVD, and I did, and it's really good, and pick it up. Next up is a movie that I was actually going to buy in Blu-ray, but I was like, nah, I don't really feel like buying it on Blu-ray, so I decided to get it on DVD, and it's This Sixth Day, and I thought the first half of this movie is really cool. I like the whole futuristic, you know, how they think the future is going to look, whatever, and it was pretty cool. The second half was kind of turned into your typical action movie by the end, but I liked it, and if you like Schwarzenegger, pick it up. If you like futuristic movies, pick it up, and cool movie. Oh, by the way, doesn't this girl right here look like Catherine Zeta-Jones? It does. It's not her. Next up is Way of the Gun, and one of my friends really loves this movie, and I never saw it, and I was like, you know, let me check it out. And I really like the first half, or I should say I like the beginning, and I really like the end. It's just the middle was kind of bored me a little bit. I don't know if it was because I watched it really early yesterday morning, but I don't know, it was just, it was good. Maybe I have to watch it again, but it kind of just bored me a little bit. But overall, I mean, it was pretty cool, at least the beginning and the end. Next up is Johnny Mnemonic, and for the last couple weeks I've been wanting to get it, and I finally got it, and I don't know, I was like 20 minutes in, and I just kind of felt like, I don't feel like watching it, so, I don't know. I'll check it out some other time. Next up is Wrong Turn, and it's a, you know, cool horror movie. I liked it. Damn, already almost 7 minutes in. Okay, I gotta go faster. Next up, Cheaters. This movie I'd never heard of, and I saw it at Movie Stop, and I was like, oh, it looks like a pretty cool movie. And, you know, it wasn't bad. It's, you know, a group of teens that, they cheat their way into a academic decathlon, and it shows you, like, what they go through afterwards, and all this shit. It's pretty good. It's a gem. If you find it, pick it up. Next up is Home of the Brave, and this was actually on TV the other day, and I saw it, and it looked pretty cool, and I figured out, you know, let me get it. I'm a big Samuel L. Jackson fan, so I got it. Cool stuff. Oh, by the way, this is not a epic war movie if you think so. It's like the first half, like maybe the first 15 minutes is there's like war scenes, and then like maybe the last like 5 minutes is war scenes, but it's not what they make it out to be. So you look at the back. Anyways, next up, Alive. Amazing ass movie. It's about a rugby team who's on a trip, and the airplane crashes, and they're stuck in the Andes, and it shows you how they have to survive and all this stuff. Amazing ass movie. This is a movie, if you find this, you need to buy this movie. It's definitely my favorite movie I bought in my collection. At least the movies that I bought in Orlando, and get it. Awesome. Next up, Hot Fuzz. Really funny, you know, like I'm starting to like laugh inside my head just thinking about this movie. It's so over the top. You know, it's people that did Shaun of the Dead. Yeah, I actually liked Shaun of the Dead a little bit better, but this one's really funny. The last half of the movie is insane. Check it out. Next up is Saved, another movie I've been meaning to watch for a long time, and it's like a Mean Girls movie that takes place in a Catholic school. Really funny. This girl, hilarious in this movie. Awesome. And actually Randy Moore was pretty good too. But oh, look, there's Macaulay. Either way, check this movie out. It's really good. You could probably get it cheap. Next up, I just watched this, and it was the perfect score. And I was expecting it to be a little better, but I don't know. It was okay. Best part of the movie, Scarlett Johansson. That's about it. Next up, I didn't get to these two movies, but I hear they're good. And it's Primal Fear and Mystic River. I didn't get to them, you know. What are you gonna do? Either way, those were my movies. I bought a shitload. I hope you enjoyed my Orlando vacation DVD update, and I hope, please subscribe. Bye.